Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are diving into something sweet and exciting. I'm going to show you how to make a delicious cake from scratch. Whether you are a seasoned baker or a complete beginner, this recipe is perfect for you. So let's get started. First we need to separate 6 eggs, placing the whites in one bowl and the yolks in another. Add a pinch of salt to the egg whites, blend on medium speed for about 45 seconds, then add 1 teaspoon of lemon juice and beat for another 35 seconds. Start by gradually adding 160 grams of sugar to the egg whites. Do this in 3 batches to ensure even mixing. Beat the egg whites on high speed after each addition of sugar. Continue until you achieve stiff peaks. Stiff peaks are essential for making your cake airy and light, so take your time and get the texture right. Now gently fold in the egg yolks into the egg white mixture. Another bowl, sift together 150 grams of all-purpose flour, 14 grams of cornstarch and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Add the sifted flour mixture to the egg and sugar mixture in 2 batches. Mix gently from bottom to top. This gentle folding is crucial for a light and fluffy cake. Overmixing can make the cake dense and hard. In a separate bowl, mix 60 ml of vegetable oil, 30 ml of milk and half teaspoon of vanilla essence. Take a small amount of the cake batter and mix it into the wet ingredients. Then combine this mixture back into the main batter. Again mix gently from bottom to top, avoiding overmixing. Line your cake tin with butter and baking paper. Pour in the cake batter and give it a gentle tap to release any air bubbles. Bake the cake in a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius for 30 to 35 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Once baked, let the cake cool before removing it from the tin. And there you have it, a perfectly light and fluffy vanilla sponge cake. Now let's get to the frosting of our cake. Start by using a serrated knife to cut the cake into 3 equal layers. Make sure to remove the top dome of each layer to get a flat surface. For best results, wrap your cake in a cling wrap and refrigerate them to keep them moist. In a bowl, add 100 ml of whipping cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Beat on high speed for about 1 minute. Then gradually add 30 grams of sifted sugar and continue whipping for about 3 minutes or until you achieve stiff peaks. To assemble, start with your cake board. Place a small dab of whipped cream in the center to help anchor the first layer. Add the bottom layer of the cake, then spread a layer of frosting evenly over it. Continue layering the cake and frosting until all the layers are stacked. Don't forget to crumb coat the cake and set it aside. Repeat this process for the smaller cake as well if you are planning to make a tiered cake. Next up, let's make our buttercream. In a bowl, beat 100 grams of butter until it's fluffy and turns a light yellow color. Gradually, add 200 grams of icing sugar in batches. Mix well after each addition until you have a smooth and creamy consistency. Place the first layer of the cake on your board and spread an even layer of buttercream on top. Smooth it out with a spatula. Add a generous layer of frosting all over the cake. Smooth out the sides and edges. For a professional touch, use a bench scraper to create clean edges and a smooth finish. Now let's add some flair to our cake. First, you can color your buttercream to match your theme or mood. Simply add a few drops of food coloring to your frosting and mix well until you achieve the desired shade. For a gradient effect, try adding different colors and blending them on the cake. Next, it's time to get piping. Transfer your color buttercream into piping bags fitted with different tips. For beautiful flowers, you might use a star tip or a petal tip to create roses, daisies, or other floral designs. Practice on a piece of parchment paper if you need a bit of practice before moving on to the cake. Feel free to get creative with additional decorations. You can sprinkle edible glitter for a touch of sparkle or add sprinkles, chocolate shavings, or fresh fruits for extra texture and flavor. Remember, decorating is all about your personal style and creativity, so don't be afraid to experiment and make your cake your own masterpiece. And there you have it, a stunningly decorated cake that's sure to impress. Thank you for joining me in this baking adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more baking tips and recipes. I'd like to see your cake creations, so share them in the comments below. See you next time. Bye bye.